We'll take out some travel time.
Let's get this over with, shall we? Things to do.
Not showing up as enemies. Oh, I missed taking the, I hit the key too late.
Potato!
Reducto! Confringo!
Ringo!
Reducto! Confringo!
Setio! Cup! Confringo! Potato! So very weak. Confringo! Confringo!
don't want to fight anybody. I don't have to.
Cut. What's this?
Incendio.
Useful if it wasn't obvious.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
You dare play one of my own!
There was a lot of them.
Intriguing place, Zanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Nothing over here.
Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
must be something here. Ramrock said so. One of the best meals I've ever eaten. There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Ramrock said so.
I don't know if I'm like looking for something.
A brother who works for Green Goblin. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Why am I always on patrol? It's a waste of my skills.
Petrificus totalis.
The wizards will be defeated.
Petrificus
Why
totalis.
grapple you?
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
You look tired.
I won't rest. I won't rest.
I'll bury you in the deepest.
You can't stop us.
Confringo!
That worked.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time
Revelio.
now. If you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
Or did you just drink ancient tea? That is not what I wanted to do.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Must have done something. Best have a look around. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Confringo!
It's...
Protego! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio!
Okay.
These look familiar.
Accio! Revelio. Accio.
Was it Accio I used before?
Accio. Whoa. Whoa.
More statues.
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo! Incendio! Confringo!
Not making this easy on me.
Hmm.
Accio! Accio!
Don't know how we get over there.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Accio!
I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Accio!
I'll never get used to these floors.
Revelio!
We got a hat. Oh, there's 4 of them.
Incendio. Protego, Confringo.
Well, crud. What?
I'll never get used to these floors.
Can we now push the microphone?
Confringo. Incendio.
Pain in the ass fight. No, kitty. Lay down and sit in the chair.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Confringo.
God damn, they're quick.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Ah, dang it. Alright, so that works until you attack them. Damn. Uh. Alright. I need to Google this. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, dang it. So close. Okay. Well, crap. We need to get rid of the big guys first.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Confringo! Incendio!
Alright, we're getting a little closer.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Excuse me.
Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo!
Oh, I thought we had gotten rid of all of them.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo!
Oh, we were so close. We had that. We had that. Hello, hello. Alright, we had that. Yep, you gonna hit me.
Confringo!
Incendio.
Nope. See, I get so close once, and then shit goes downhill.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio.
All right. There we go. Nope, nobody gets my PC. It's my PC.
Accio. Accio.
Or do I not?
Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
That's... Oh, I think we messed up.
Accio. Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how? Accio. Accio.
Accio.
It's a puzzle you gotta figure out. Well, it's giving us potions. That's not a good sign. It's giving us a whole bunch of potions. Oh boy.
Don't like the look of this.
Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. 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 Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio.
Not good.
Confringo. Incendio.
Where does it put us? Of course it puts us here.
Don't like the look of this.
Incendio. Confringo.
Come on. Damn it. Hmm. I don't think I've got... No, because I had to use up all my... What's this? Don't know what that one is. Might as well find out.
Don't like the look of this.
Incendio.
Right.
Confringo. Incendio. Protect. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo.
Ah, damn. I wanted.
Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Confringo. Incendio.
Where the heck did that come from? This is so annoying.
Don't like the look of this. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Incendio.
What are we doing wrong? Alright, let's try this strategy.
Right, look at this. Incendio.
Okay, that went way easier than I expected.
What a relief.
Huh.
Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Okay. Oh, it locked at level 15. That's no fun. I was waiting for. Ah. Seems easy enough. Alright, let's get our broom first, and then...
I should ask Serona.
Once you have completed the tasks I've set for you, I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around. Thank you.
Oh, they're not that expensive.
Nice doing business with you.
Hmm.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
Sounds interesting.
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Why is our map shiny? Right, that's not the one I want to be doing. Where am I supposed to be going?
Do you think it's possible to spend time with the marriage?
Where are we supposed to be going? I am so confused.
On another adventure, are we?
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Serona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
I don't know how we get all over the place with our quests.
Hello. Good to see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Hello, Lodgok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Hasn't been anyone as bad as Barnabas Deverell in a while, has there?
Okay.
I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precise?
Time to retrieve.
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins
equip my broom.
believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today. Ah, and there it is, the witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and, most effectively, fire.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
What's up, Fluffy?
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
I don't know how to be careful.
Revelio.
Hi, Fluffy. Leave the microphone alone. Leave the microphone alone. Stop.
It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Lumos. Merlin's beard.
We came that way.
This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Lumos!
I'm missing one.
Lumos.
Hmm.
Revelio. Confringo.
I'm missing butterfly.
Lumos. Accio.
Aha.
Lumos.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here.
Confringo. They're certainly persistent. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Lumos.
Okay.
Lumos. Revelio. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Incendio! Lumos. Confringo! Lumos. This has a moth imprinted on it. The same as the door. Accio!
Oh.
Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe this one?
Compulso. Lumos.
Took us a second.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. It's sealed shut from the other side.
Compulso.
Jack-o'-lanterns, okay.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
Definitely go.
Depulso. This looks even more complex.
Okay, I can't jump. The game is fun. It's got its frustrating moments, but I do enjoy it.
Lumos.
Which I don't know what setting that there does. Let's see what happens. Here.
Depulso.
That didn't seem to do anything. Oh, I wonder if we have to...
Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos.
Where'd it go? Why did it go back over there?
Lumos.
Why can't I set it?
Depulso. Lumos.
Some of the combat seems tricky. It's like they send... Like, it would be easier in some of it if they sent the things at you one at a time, but then they send, like, 10 things at you, and you get overwhelmed.
Depulso. Lumos. I need to bring moths to the door.
No! Why do you not sit on this one? What the frick?
Depulso. Lumos.
Aha! So, I need one more. Somewhere.
Lumos. Depulso. Accio.
Oh, that guy's back up here.
Accio.
Oh, come on, mouse.
Depulso. Lumos. Lumos.
Cabalso.
Oh, there's one right here.
Lumos.
Duh.
The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Better show this to Lodgok. I know there's a mechanism to open this door. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn! They got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
An entire camp of Rookwood's thieves. I might need assistance.
Unfortunately, we have no time. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
This will make navigating easier.
The Ashwinders.
Stop.
I hope you have your affairs in order.
Confringo!
Ow.
Allow me to put you out of your misery.
You're the one who released you will pay for your deeds.
Incendio! Confringo!
Your life ends here. Shame. Death from above.
You will not survive
Confringo! Nobody will believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself. That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
I'll make you wish.
Don't want to try that again.
You've made a grave mistake. You're going to regret that.
Okay.
Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Alright, now we've got new gear. Got a funny hat. They don't do anything. Doesn't help. Okay. What else? Okay. Bump, ba-da-dum, bump, 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 bump.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to
No,
care for
not
a
evil.
beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you
Not yet.
please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Okay.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
How do we brush? T. Brush. Drag to spell slot. Okay.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
I guess that's them there.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
Do I have to do all of them or just the
It
one?
appears our time has
Oh,
come
just
to
one.
an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, There you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Okay.
Hey, over here. Come on.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
Okay.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
And off it goes.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Okay. So you figure out what these balloons are. All right.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Interesting.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Go on, take the moon. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Okay.
The faculty tower. I'm not sure I should be going in there.
Oh, you needn't worry. You'll be perfectly fine if you simply mind you're not seen. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Space, F. Click. This is gonna be fun. Ha. Okay, so I want to put that back, that back, that. What's the one that we just learned? Oh, I guess it doesn't get...
Hello, Hamora.
AD and QE. What are we trying to accomplish here? I know a little bit of German and that's about it. But not enough to read without a translator. Use QE and AD to move the sparks and rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated to release the lock. Okay. I'm assuming we need to do the inner one first. How many times do we have to spin it? This is an interesting mechanism. don't get it. Don't get it.
Aloha Mora.
Aha! Figured it out.
Well done! You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Let's see if we can get these done. This one. Let's just collect these two quickly.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can...
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Aloha Mora.
There we go.
They're saying that landlocked lawyers are preparing for a rebellion. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes to me, I'll hand him his hat. Or her. Anyway, you afraid of Goblin Rebellion? My marching Professor Hector's class is superb. I don't think that's what that class is for. He's right. Why don't you...
Oh, what were we supposed to do to cause a distraction?
can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
I hope there are no students from the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacular.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hogwarts. I know a Ravenclaw would not have been wrong.
Oop, there you go.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
Glad to be a help.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there?
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Alright, I'll keep looking.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Alright.